Hi, I'm Dion and welcome to my studio, and I'm going to be guiding you through your Rembrandt inspired stencil. So we're going to be creating our stencil with masking tape, and you can use whatever you like to work over the top of your masking tape to create your stencil. So it could be paint, it could be oil pastel, it could be colouring pencils, it could be pencils. Anything that you've got to hand will work as long as will provide a nice big bold mark. Now with this activity, it's all about what you see within the artwork, so what you enjoy in it, what you're taking from it. There's no right or wrong or things being an exact perfect way. It's all about simplifying your experience of the work. So I'm going to be working with oil pastel because I love oil pastel. It's a great alternative to paint and it's so versatile. It allows you lots of opportunity with your mark making. So I'm going to start by using masking tape, and to draw my stencil I am going to be ripping it in quite small pieces to achieve an outline. So my first job in step one is to take the main outlines from the piece and think about what I really like within the Rembrandt. So it could be that you look at it and you're thinking about a word, or it could be that you want to just take a main really simple outline. It might be that you want to zoom in on a particular area of the piece. So it's completely down to you. You can make this as complicated or as simple as you like. So just try and think about that first job of outlining a shape. And you're going to be thinking about those key shapes within your subject matter. So make a decision on what you would like to include in the composition and the most important shapes, and use nice big bits of masking tape to describe that. So fill your piece of paper or your card with as much information as possible. And then once you've done that, you can start adding a little bit of smaller kind of pieces of masking tape to start to describe detail. So as I said, you can make this as complicated or as simple as you like. So you can use those smaller pieces to maybe add in a bit more detail on texture or features, or you might like to use it to even start adding in some words. So it's down to you how you would like to use that. So once you've covered all of the surface with as much masking tape or as little as you like, you're then going to be, in step two, covering the paper in colour. So I like to snap my oil pastels and use the nice wide edge to fill up as much as possible, as quickly as possible. So fill up all of the white paper. So you might also like, with this step, to make things a little bit more complicated by thinking of complementary colours, or you might like to just highlight the stencil further by every time you get a bit closer to the masking tape line, press it down a little bit harder, or make your paint a bit thicker if you're using paint, just so that that edge is even more defined than it would be if you were just putting a flat colour. So once you've filled all of the white paper with colour, now it might be that you use two colours, you might like to, like I said, think about complementary colours, but make sure you fill everything. So there's no white space. Your masking tape you're going to be removing, so it doesn't matter if you go over it, but make sure that everywhere is covered. And then you can move on to step three. So step three is removing the tape. So it's quite tricky to sometimes not pull the paper as you're doing this, so try and move it flat against itself as you're removing, and also maybe have a wipe to hand so that you can clean off any excess paint or oil pastel that might be making your fingertips slightly dirty, so that you don't get in that lovely crisp white line that you're revealing as you take the tape off. Once you've taken off all the tape, if there are any bits that have pulled off as you're going along, just add a little bit of glue and help stick it back down. So you should have a lovely, simple stencil revealed. So once you've done that, you might like to take it further by thinking about, for another drawing, thinking about the negative shapes that are in your drawing. So you might like to think about these lovely shapes that are in and around your drawing, and use something like black paper to rip and stick and describe those shapes that you're then transforming it into another drawing.